Hey guys, John Connor here, and I'll be bringing you a replay, and this has been a while since we've had a replay finally. I think it's been several months, maybe since November, and I apologize for that. I just kind of lost focus. I don't know, I didn't have much time, and I hadn't been playing much StarCraft. Second season I think I've played like 25 games, as opposed, no, maybe like 40 games. As opposed to, I'd say, like 300 in the first season. So you can see a drastic slowdown in playtime. But since summer started, a bunch of my friends have started playing again. So I've got some people to play with, and I've started to play more often. So, start casting finally. This is FnaticMSiKR, I'm pretty sure you all know him. He's been pretty big in the Zerg scene lately, doing some crazy plays. And this is TT1. Go in the clan Fnatic now as FnaticMSiKR, but he's from Canada, and he used to be a prominent player in the Brood War scene, so I will call him TT1 because that's how I remember him. And this says Spanish-Wa, I know, but if you ever watch Husky, you'll know that's FnaticMSiKR, and also you can see that online in the clip there. And you can see he's kind of scared to be playing him, I think, and they're just joking around about he's going to do a 6 pool. I haven't actually played much this season, but I've played enough to know, and I've watched some of other commentators, so hopefully I can do a decent job. And yeah, and I'm not sure if I'm going to continue. I think I will if I get some good feedback. And you can see here he's going for the expansion before the hatchery. Before the spawning pool, which is pretty safe usually against Terran, because your Zerglings will rip up their early Marines, and you usually won't be like facing much aggression that way that you can't hold off, and the spawning pool goes down a bit after, so usually you'll see a couple towers go up, or maybe some roaches to defend. But yeah, it's usually a safe bid versus Zerg, and there's a long rush distance on this map, so he's pretty safe. You see, sending out the scouting workers. Always want to check out that tower if it's on your way, just to see any funny business, as I like to say. And yep, orbital command coming up. Started at 14, which is pretty standard, and both these builds look pretty normal. And oh, I froze. Oh, sorry guys, this is not too classy. And you can see right here he's built the wall at the bottom of his ramp. He's put the supply depot here and the barracks right there, so that later on he might be able to move it and form a wall. Well, actually this way he forms a wall so that he cannot run into his base, and he's protecting his expansion at the same time for when he wants to expand. So this is actually quite smart play that I haven't actually seen much of lately. You are vulnerable to roaches with your guys down here, but then you've got the cliff, so it's actually a pretty safe move, and I haven't actually seen many Terrans been doing this lately. Well, on my scene, in the diamond level, which is not the highest level anymore, sadly. You can see the queens coming out, and no gas personally for FnaticMSiKR, who's actually been known to play these mineral intensive games with only getting this like gas really late and dropping like 4 or 3 at the same time later on. And we should see lots of queens and lots of Zerglings for now. He's been known also for these crazy spine crawler pushes, which have been and the only reason he gets gas is to get the overlord speed, which is what I've seen a couple times. And you can see dropping a creep tumor before doing a vileSpanishiwa bit, which is kind of surprising, but I can kind of expect it coming from him. And are we gonna see another creep tumor possibly? Not sure. Yep, we are. And over here we can see he's actually built a full-on wall with no entrance. This is actually kind of a weird wall in. I haven't seen this before, but it looks looks pretty promising. Should he want to expand, he can just move these barracks down there, and bam, he's got himself protected. So he'll be having his worker out here, yep, and he'll be doing like I said. Oh my lord, sorry guys, this is lag. I'm gonna pause the game shortly. Oh, and there we go. Let's see, gotta check the frames for a second, 36, there we go. Yeah, I don't know what was going on. I think it was my recording software was pooping itself. It does that sometimes. And whoa, I thought that was a Zergling. Just a bird. Those are crazy birds. And we can see the spine crawler coming up, and lots of creep tumors. I think he's gonna try and build a crazy highway across the map. And you can see the classic FnaticMSiKR dropping all 4 extractors at the same time. He's got quite a few minerals saved up, so I'm not sure what he's going to buy. Nope, he's buying more workers. So I think he could be saving up for a big spine crawler push. That seems entirely feasible. Or maybe going for another expansion. Let's see. Let's follow this probe. Oh, looks like it. Going for a ninja expansion on the bottom left, or on the left. And let's see. Yeah, this is interesting stuff. At the 7-minute, another expo. So he's gonna be ahead if TT1 doesn't do anything. And you can see he's got the double reactors coming up, so we're gonna see heavy marine play from TT1. Because I think he knows that FnaticMSiKR doesn't have much gas, so he probably won't be going Banelinks. Which is kind of interesting. And you can see here, 2 creep tumors everywhere. So this is gonna be, unless TT1 gets a Raven, this creep highway will stay up for a long time. And you see how fast the creeps spread when you have 5 or 6. Yeah, that's 6. This is just insane. And you got the pooping queen right here. It's not a glory. It's not a job filled with glory, but it's a job that needs to be done. So you always gotta have one of those. Any good Zerg will. So finally, you have a factory. And you see double tech reactor researching that stim and shields and getting 1-ups. I have not cast in a long time, so I can see right here that I have not been using the production tab, which is kind of embarrassing. And you can actually see, oh my god, it's lagging again. Wow, I'm sorry for all its lag, guys. I will have to fix this with my next cast. I'm not sure what's causing the lag. And wow, menu 17 frames per second. That's not fun. Oh, 22, 26, there we go. We're good. And I'm not sure what's causing this, but I'll have this figured out soon. And surprisingly, there hasn't been much aggression from TT1. I think he's going to go for one big push, but that could be really dangerous considering he's got Marines, and TT1 is going Banelings. With all that work spent in those Marines and all like that volley up and like turtling up, he might just go out and have his armor devastated. So I'm not sure how that's going to work. But breaking down the rocks, going for a 3rd expansion, and not too late, considering FnaticMSiKR was really early. He doesn't even have it saturated, he's just using it for larvae apparently. And he's running his queen over here to drop a creep tumor there. So that's curious. It's kind of, yeah, it makes sense though. Faster than climbing up a ramp, I guess. And let's see over here, working on these Marines. Getting the starport, we should probably maybe see some Marine drops, because we can fit 8 Marines and only 4 Marauders in a drop. So it makes sense to give their bang for their drop space. And you always want to have medevacs to heal your Marines after stims and such. And you can see quite a big Marine ball here. Oh. I'm just full of technical difficulties this game. And he will be seeing this creep right coming up to his front door now. Oh, and will he shoot this creep tumor? Yes, he does. And the thing about creep though is that it not only makes you stronger, but it makes you see insane amounts of maps and gives you crazy map control when you can see the entire player's army walking towards your base from a mile away. So it's really quite an advantage, and you want to destroy that creep as another race as soon as possible. And you can see here sending in an overseer to go see what's going on. I'm not sure if he dropped a changeling or not. And you can see he's getting pathogen glands for infestors, so he wants to do fungal growths against these Marines and just take them out in 1 or 2 hits each. And he's also getting burrow so he can sneak in, maybe do some sneaky infested terran play, but that usually doesn't do much on the higher levels because you can just dodge it. You can see right here, tight placement of these supply depots makes for walls that can just come and go. So he can actually wall off his entire worker line, which protects him from circling run-bys, which is really impressive. And I haven't seen much of that, but wow, I'm decently impressed. And they're going in, breaking down this creep highway. It must be annoying for FnaticMSiKR, but he's still got tons of tumors here, so it's not going to be really fast or anything at all. And you see this one tank here prevents them from going up unless they want to take massive damage. And he's actually got a decent little fortress spot right here, but he still doesn't have a 3rd base, and he's going to need to catch up unless he wants to fall behind. If you look at the income tab, it is favoring FnaticMSiKR right here for minerals, but gas is pretty much the same. They got roughly equal amounts of harvesters, so it's not that bad behind. But he's gonna mine out these bases soon, whereas FnaticMSiKR will also have those mines out. But I don't think he'll mine out his natural as fast as TT1 will. With so many workers here, because his are spread out, so his income's gonna be longer lasting. Oh, I'm missing a battle right here. Oh, and Banelings kill it all. And we might be seeing a run into the base, but I think he knows that's well defended enough of a bunker and a siege tank not to go into attack.